Well, guess what?
What?
I woke up and the screen on my iPad was shattered. For some reason, it just was shattered. And I went to sleep. It was it was fine. So I don't know what happened, but the good news is that I got an upgrade for free.
You did? But even so, okay, let's go back to that. Wow. So, wow.
You know, nothing so cheap. And spent another $100 and got what I really wanted.
Right.
But
Did you get more memory, or is it the same?
Yes, there's more memory in there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's more gigabytes.
You are such a goofball. You crack me up. You're such a goofball. I love it, though. I'm so happy.
Gigabytes. I got some gigabytes.
Gigglebytes. They're like gigglebytes.
Yeah, they're like gigabytes.
And Ava's
so that's so nice, isn't it? The universe works so beautifully.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Ava, you have the best outlook on things.
Aw.
You do. You're so uplifting. You're so, I don't know. You're so positive. It's so lovely.
Even when tragedy strikes, I try to see the best side of all of it. I say, well, what an interesting lesson this is. Oh my God. How interesting that I should be on the side of the road without a way to get to go home.
I should be stranded. How interesting that my car just imploded.
Yes, it's lovely how the smoke is coming out of my out of the underneath the hood. It's so interesting how I have to stop now and hopefully get towed. Happy.
Oh, you're so funny.
Figure this out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But are we recording?
Maybe, because yesterday I recorded an hour of nothing.
Oh my God! Don't worry. It will still be very sweet.
Okay, so what's today's date?
I don't know.
Is it the 21st?
No. Is it?
24th is Wednesday.
No, the 24th is Wednesday.
Yes, I believe it is. Hold on. So that'd be 22nd be Sunday, 23rd to be Monday, 24th. Oh, tomorrow is Winter Solstice.
Tomorrow, you have to put it up. Today.
Oh, I will. No, I will. But I just wanted to, I don't know. We'd have to do something for that. How do we get people to watch it?
I don't know. Because
maybe through this conversation.
Maybe through this conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna post this conversation under Winter Solstice. How about that?
All right.
That's our conversation, even if we don't talk about it.
Okay. Yes, I'm not quite in the Winter Solstice frame of mind right now.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting because it is tomorrow, you know.
Yes, oh my God, it certainly came up fast. We should well, it's all right. We'll put it up today.
Well, I'll put it up today. It doesn't, but you know what, it's good to switch those around. People get jaded, you know.
Well, I know it's the generation of,
boredom.
What now?
Yeah. How are you going to entertain me now? Right?
Yeah, what are you going to do for me now?
It feels like that, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because of the enormous amount of how entertainment flooded people are.
I know, right?
So they have to be entertained some more.
So we have to be like monkeys dancing around to an accordion every single day.
Well, it can't be that. I'll tell you that.
Monkeys.
But you know what I don't mind is I don't mind doing things that are edifying.
Right.
I don't mind that at all. I think it's a good thing to do.
Sure.
And if there's enough people who care enough about themselves and spirit who take it not just, tarot is not just about prognostication. It's about guiding you on the journey through life, And
yeah.
if there's
Well,
enough people who understand that, well, I think it's not boring,
Oh, yeah. But I love this Winter Solstice meditation. I mean, I watched it myself probably 25 times. And I usually watch it like while I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh,
It's such a nice thing, to sort of visualize thoughts.
Yes, the thoughts are beautiful, and it's nice to be embraced by higher, beautiful thoughts,
Oh, yeah.
It makes you so totally content and happy. And not
yeah.
when your mind's immersed in, you watch the news, and you have those images flying in your head all the time, of combat and tragedy.
Right.
And it's a sad thing that people carry it around, then they get angry at the world and they get angry at everything.
Right. Well, I think this Winter Solstice ritual is, I wish I could do it tomorrow. Tomorrow.
I know.
We'll do it with each. Maybe we could do it virtually. Yeah.
Virtual.
Well, we already did it. So, I mean, it was beautiful.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think
it's so
charming. It has a charm to it, and I think it's timeless too. So we can keep it as a valuable part of what we've done.
Right, but I mean, since I'm going to post this conversation,
yeah.
I think it's good to encourage people to actually do it. It's easy. All you have to have is a candle. That's it, and a couple of tokens.
Yeah, and yes, you can even do it alone, of course. But see, if it were something that was a celebration that was succinctly at a particular time, then you could orchestrate a global attention to that moment.
Right.
But it isn't. It's something that is evoked personally. But
right.
Exactly, around as the sort of the cusp of that goes through the December 21st to the
right.
period, I think you just become aware of it. Go outside,
right.
maybe, and do it.
Well, the sun right now has died on the cross. Think about that.
Exactly. And I love Rudolf Steiner's description of the winter solstice and the phenomenon of the earth breathing.
Oh, yeah.
That to me is so beautiful because it gives the earth a human, anthropomorphic, I guess, aspect. It's a wondrous kind of image that the earth and we are breathing together.
Well, okay, so the earth breathes, how does that
not air, energy.
Oh, I
see, it's breathing in and out energy. And say you had a store of energy, and what you have to imagine that when the earth breathes out, there's an expansion. It's when it goes from winter to summer. As the earth breathes out, there's an expansion. And that's why things bloom.
What's that?
And that's why things bloom. Why plants
bloom.
Right, they bloom because of the expansion of the energy. Then when there's a contraction of the energy, which is the inhalation, everything contracts and everything goes to sleep, in a sense.
But the orbit of the earth has nothing to do with the breathing. is what you're saying. It's like an energetic sort of thing,
It's
right?
an energetic thing, yes, but the sun feeds it too. You know, how much energy the earth is getting from the sun.
Oh,
but
okay.
It's a
Right.
rhythm that is very much like breathing. And in yoga, when you inhale, there's a moment where you pause and you hold the breath.
Uh-huh.
And then you start to exhale. Well, the inhale, that part where you hold your breath is December 21st.
Oh, I see.
Because
that's the contraction, right?
Yeah, that's it's like the pinnacle point. And you hold the breath because in the holding of the breath, it becomes, you're neither dead or alive. You're not. It's a stasis between the two.
Oh. So we should all hold our breath on December 21st. Tomorrow is hold your breath day.
Well, it's a very beautiful thing because that point in the breath is where you go deeply into yourself. You're neither alive nor dead.
Oh, wow.
So that's
pretty cool. The thing that I took away from Winter Solstice is more of like a religious study kind of thing, you know, because I'm still amazed that really Winter Solstice is about the sun dying on the cross, the astronomical cross, you know, the solar cross, dying and then rising again. I mean, I have to say, I
know it's quite a shock when it so.
I just learned this year, Abe.
I know it's such a shock when you learn something that you've never been able to tie two things together
right
before, and suddenly someone shows you that they're tied together, and you think, "Oh my God, how did I miss that?" You know.
Right. I mean, how did I miss that the sun dies? I
know, it happens every single year of our life.
Right, and then on the third, well, I guess, what is it with the third day rising again? What's with that? Because the sun goes low for 3 days, right?
Yes, that's the holding of the breath, yes.
Because the sun doesn't move for 3 days.
Right, exactly.
And it is at the lowest point on the horizon line, right?
Yes. Exactly. So they don't see it, you know, in many parts of the world. They didn't see it, and it was sort of like, can you imagine being primitive and being panicked? The sun is no longer visible.
Right.
And
because
so
that's death. That would be the death of the entire mother.
Yes, it's the death of everything.
Right.
So it's extremely significant that the sun rises again. And everything is okay.
Right.
And we're not dead.
Right. But think about this for a minute. It's your salvation. The sun
That's
saves
exactly
you.
it. It's your salvation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
yes, of course it is.
Yeah.
And that people would be offended that there is this analogy is odd to me because it's our very earth and sun and the physical system we live in. And why in the world would that not have an effect on any spiritual story about, life and who we are and what we are?
Right. Well, because
why?
I mean, personally growing up in a fundamentalist household, these people view the earth as a rock. Sort of, it's
as
like
a rock, yes. It's nothing.
It's like a waiting room.
Like a waiting room, yes.
And
so you go back to heaven.
There's not a whole lot of love.
No, not for the person, for the whole system that we're in. Now,
they're really
science, on the other hand,
Well, let me finish.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah.
I mean, really what they're trying to do is they have a death wish for Mother Earth because what they all this revelation stuff,
Yeah.
They are looking forward to the end of the world.
Well, there is that faction, absolutely, that says outright.
Yeah, so that is, the idea is, at the end of planet Earth, all will be destroyed, okay?
Yeah, of course. So there's this deep resentment for the physical Earth herself, and
the reason I bring that up is that, and this is my take on it, it comes from the hatred for the female goddess culture, which is Mother Earth.
That's true. Which is Mother Earth, because she is a beautiful, analogous, birthing creature.
Right. So the mothership here.
Yes, the mothership.
Mother Earth has been just as subverted. I've been thinking about this, obviously, because we view our planet as female. We also, there is some sort of inert I don't know if it's a subconscious resentment or what, but it seems as if we, not we, women, but the patriarchy, this whole religious sort of patriarchy, hates Mother Earth.
I think you're absolutely right, Trudy. Absolutely right. They have to hate it because it's beautiful.
Well, I think they hate it because they don't have power over it.
Well, perhaps that, but there's a deep lack of recognition and honor and awe in front of what's beautiful, truly beautiful. They do it with everything that's beautiful.
Well, and so
every beautiful sentiment, every beautiful urge of the human spirit is looked down upon.
Well, don't you feel as if that's why with all of our, female holidays, which I very much view Winter Solstice as a female sort of ritual.
Yes, that's true.
They've all been erased and replaced with these male versions.
Yes.
That are robbed of any kind of spirit.
Exactly. And almost, the pain and suffering that it was endured by Christ becomes, in a sense, the way that people approach spirituality.
Right.
That they have to suffer in order to get to it.
Yeah, you have to die on the cross.
You have to die on the cross. And there's another, because then the body is disrespected.
Right.
It's just a means.
Well, what do you mean by that?
A means to an end, it's a thing that carries you around for a while.
Oh, right. It's like a waiting room once again.
Right. Again. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. The only counter you can possibly make to such a huge, almost mass hypnotic, negative attitude towards themselves and towards life and towards the planet. It's like a huge wave of negativity out
right. Well, I just want to say
you're in a little boat,
right,
going in the opposite direction.
We're airing this for Winter Solstice. I just want to say, watch Winter Solstice.
Yes, watch it. Yes, absolutely, and not just watch it, but feel the current of like-minded honoring that should take place
at such a sweet time.
Right.
Because he does say that veil is the thinnest at that time, because you can go deep so easily at the winter solstice.
Oh wow, really? Like meditation and that kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. The entire planet is doing the same thing practically. It's like a Earth's meditation. Those 3 days where she goes really deep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone put down the glass and pick up the meditation manual. Or they should watch Ava's Ultimate Church of Happiness.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're neck and neck.
What's that?
We're neck and neck in the race, you know.
Oh, we are?
Yes. You're ahead, though. Or we're ahead.
You're talking about beating yourself again here.
Yes. But
yeah.
It's interesting. But it's lovely that there's mutual. There's interest in both.
The last two posts is what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so where are we at on our last two?
I don't have the figures. 230 something.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So there is interest.
Yeah, that's good.
And I like it because it's a forum that is very natural. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. And I shouldn't be talking to people, but I am. So basically we're doing a record my call, okay?
Yes.
That's right. I'm out running right now.
And I'm preparing to teach yoga.
Yeah. So yoga has been good classes?
Oh, well, it's been very warm. So,
oh, okay.
Yes, they've been lovely.
So, are you going to talk about Winter Solstice at all in your yoga class?
No, I don't talk to them about anything other than, no, they're not there for that.
Oh, okay.
They're not my, involuntary audience. I can't.
They're not your
kids? They come in many varieties, and so some are, I don't give speeches about things.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I think you should tell them about Winter Solstice, though. That's kind of about meditation, there's some crossover.
It's a large topic.
Oh.
And you see, just to point them in the direction of it won't do much good.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. Well, they know.
But my Winter Solstice meditation is on my yoga site.
Oh, good. Okay, so they can get it from that.
They can get it there.
That's cool. Well, I was gonna mention that December 21st is an excellent date because it's before, that's before the mayhem starts, right?
It is, and again, it's beautiful because it's the quiet before the storm. Yeah. And the storm is like when you first start to exhale and you blow out,
Right, and so it's like blowing out a candle.
Yeah, or blowing in a candle.
Well, I mean afterwards, right? Because you're holding
like the fire starts again. The fire starts up again.
Right, so it's like blowing, like a birthday cake almost.
Yes, but instead of the air coming out, you have the fire coming out of your mouth because it's blowing out energy.
Oh, like a dragon.
Yeah, exactly like a dragon. Right.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, well, that's what the Earth's doing.
I was just thinking, because I just finished this TV spot, and we had this scene with these tweens at a birthday party, and the little girl is blowing out a candle. And to me, that's sort of what it is. It's like, you're getting ready for the new year, I guess, which is, coming right up, right? It's our collective sort of birthday, I guess.
Yes.
Sort of
and it's totally in sync with the Earth, which is nice that we haven't at least lost our timing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, at least we haven't lost our timing. You're right. We haven't completely
gone into, robotic detachment.
Right, but if you think about it, though, really, like, we're celebrating Easter at Christmas. Because the sun...
Yes, the different, but the celebration there's a feeling for celebration, that's for sure.
But what I'm saying is the sun dying on the cross and then rising after 3 days is really Easter. It's not...
It is really Easter, that's right.
And what was Christmas?
Well,
it was the wild sex orgy in the street that
yes.
Constantine turned into, Christmas, which is this holiday, which is, he moved it basically to the winter solstice.
Yep.
Because Christmas was like Christ's Mass, where people got together and celebrated whatever God they were into at the time.
Yes.
And that's why Constantine came in with one God, the Son.
Well,
he was
no better in monotheism. Monotheism.
Well, wait a minute. Think about this for a minute, Ava. Constantine worshipped the sun.
He did, I know.
So, isn't that interesting that because of all these crazy, people, celebrating their gods, that he was like, okay, well, I'm going to choose one God, the God of the Jews, right?
Right.
The God of the Egyptians, really.
Really, which is, a sort of a light plagiarism.
Right. Well, that's another story. But I find it fascinating that he was a sun worshiper.
Well, of course, yes.
Because he transferred all of that onto Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
Yes. And
that's what I think.
It seems absolutely inevitable that it should have had a birth, that Christianity should have had that birth, because that was what was the pagan belief. And when one religion usurps another, there's generally a lot from the previous one that makes it true. And you can't ignore the planet that you live on, no matter what your God does or says.
Sure. Well, but I think, I guess what I think is interesting is like the moving around of the holidays, because Christmas was actually more like Halloween,
Oh, yeah.
Originally, Christmas was like, it was I think it was a 7-day feast, basically, where people ran out into the streets and partied.
Great. Yeah.
Well, it got so out of control.
It's a question I'm not really sure about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've kind of researched a little bit, but they got so out of control, I guess, that it was just kind of turned into this celebration of Jesus' birth,
Yes. Yes. So it was like a social. It had social uses.
Right.
To manage the crowd.
Yeah. Well, you know what I found out from my son-in-law? This is still on topic, but a little different. He was telling me that Hanukkah is a recent invention.
How recent?
He said, like in the 50s. Well, he's like, it's a holiday, but it wasn't a big deal. So basically what happened was all the Jewish kids, they were jealous of the Christian kids because the Christian kids were getting presents,
Oh, I see.
And so they blew up Hanukkah.
I didn't know that.
He said Passover is the real holiday. But in Israel, he said people hardly even notice Hanukkah.
Is that right?
Which I think is interesting because that just sort of shows that's a recent phenomena. It's kind of, it's a great example of where holidays come from,
Yes, and well, in the sense of how quickly you can actually create a alteration in behavior.
Right.
and make your doctrine fit the needs of the moment.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, because he said, some people are really into Hanukkah. Most of the time, those people have young children.
I see.
Because it's their
I've not been in the Jewish culture very much, so I didn't know that.
I'm just sort of learning all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
how interesting.
Yeah, so I just bought a menorah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
From my friend Katie, at Blue Moon.
Oh,
and,
yes.
It's really small, but I'm going to learn all about the Jewish tradition.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, share with me as you go along.
I will, because I thought, and then we're going to do a traditional Hanukkah meal, Like
okay.
what do you call it, a Seder? I don't know. See, I'm totally unversed in all of this.
Oh, well, good. That'll be nice. It's always wonderful to learn about various traditions, traditions.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? So I'm excited about learning more. And but I found that fascinating because I always thought Hanukkah was, thousands of years of tradition.
Oh, yes.
And to find out it's only been around since the 1950s.
Well, they changed the Catholic Mass. It was all in Latin before,
Oh, yeah.
And that's a recent change.
Oh, yeah.
There was an edict of some sort that forbade any change to the Mass.
Well, I was there when it happened, remember? Singing in that church choir?
Yes.
It was a big deal, the transition.
Yeah. And they say that it works against the strength, the fiber that holds together the religion. Traditions hold the religion together,
Oh, right.
And when you remove those things, then it's much more vulnerable to fall apart.
So you're talking about the Nicene Creed, right? That they switched over.
It happened actually.
No. I mean, that's what it's called in church. It's the Nicene Creed. I believe in, it's like what people say when they get together in the Catholic Church,
Okay.
They mouth it at the same time, right? I believe in one God, maker of heaven and earth, that.
Of course, yes, but this is about just
I don't know which century it was decreed that the Mass should be spoken in Latin.
Oh,
you see, and that changed only recently.
Well, that was because it was only meant for certain people to really understand it, because we didn't speak Latin,
Right. I remember as a child going to church, a Catholic church, and hearing it in Latin.
Oh, yeah, it's so beautiful.
It is. And you see, I happen to agree with the Catholic Church because it's not necessarily that you understand the words, but that the language has a sort of a resonance, that takes you somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And you remove that, and what you have is nothing but a prosaic information source.
Well, it's like a vibrational tuning kind of thing.
Exactly. So they took that element out, and that's why they had a prohibition against changing it, because they did realize that, but the current leadership no longer honors that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I always said I love the Catholic Church, especially if you go to mass, like, in Europe, like.
Yes.
Paris.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Well, I like it because it's pagan. There's so.
It is, and that's why I'd like to go to a Greek Catholic. It's Coptic, a Coptic church.
Oh, right. It's a little different. The Greek Orthodox Church, you mean?
Yeah, the Greek Orthodox Church.
Yeah. It's a little different.
I'm only because it's even closer to what was original.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And what was original was they say that the mass and the what current rituals we have left are a shadow of what these rituals used to be.
Wow. Well, maybe we can go find an old version.
Well, I'm just saying exactly.
Cool?
I'm interested in finding out as close to the original as possible, because
when we go to Delphi, we can find a church, and
a Coptic church. Yes.
Yeah, a Coptic church, right?
Oh, that would be so interesting, because I'm just curious as to how much has been retained.
Yeah. Well, I have to. Can I tell you something? I got you a Greek album of Greek music yesterday. The Salvation Army. I'm like, oh, now I have to buy your record player.
Oh yes, I need a record player now.
Oh my god. I'm like, this is so funny. I'm gonna start buying Ava music from Greece.
It's I don't know if it would appeal to me completely, but
I don't think it will at all, which is so funny.
No.
We have to get ourselves, like used to listening to it, so we feel comfortable.
So we feel
We'll know all the composers when we go there and all their favorite musicians.
Okay.
I think we should
That's not a bad idea.
We should be like regular, like we should learn Greek, of course. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Oh gosh.
You gotta go?
No, I gotta go.
Yeah, you better get. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get ready. All right.
Have fun. I'm going to my brother's. No. I'm going to my niece's house in Apopka today. It's almost all the way to where Casadega is.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
You're kidding.
No, yeah. So I actually bummed a ride with my brother, so I don't have to drive.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
yeah.
I'm so glad for you.
Yeah, I don't have to drive. But I'm coming back tonight. So.
All right. Well, I've got to go because I've got to teach. So, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.